Well, that's it. I've got a grazing cell set up. I just ran the cross line. I did a temporary fence around this paddock. I am not anywhere near where I wanted to be with fencing. I haven't even started it. So I don't want to hear anything from you about that. It's just time and cash flow and everything else. I am going to be getting the fencing supplies. I've got to get going. There's a big stone in the field. Get rid of it. It can all be done now. There'll be cows in the way, there'll be other pressures, but I'll do the fence around the pond. That will give me a good place to put a cross fence down. That side, I want to augment the fence that's already up. Single line that I ran a couple years ago. I need to get that far side done and this perimeter fence done sooner than later. The heifers have been, Joy and Astrid are really the only heifers we have left. We were running 5 last year. Actually 6 with the bull that we got rid of. So we have the same number of heifers that we kept back. So Joy and Astrid have never been in this field. And they should remember, it's been November since they've been out, but they should know, and the cows know. The cows saw me and they're already bellowing up there. They know what's going to happen. Joy and Astrid should just clock in. They know about fences. But before I run this year's heifers in that field, or this field, or that field, they have got to have permanent fence. Last year there were just too many outages, too many cows and heifers in the wrong spot. I need to get some of this done. And it will just make my life easier just to put up the fence and put it up once. I won't have to, like this temporary fence around the pond I just put up. I won't have to be doing that. And I can have some gates and I can move cows around easier. It'll be so much nicer. But anyway, now I have got to go find where I cut the fence in the 5 or 6 places and repair those breaks that I did over the winter to keep the heifers in March. I need to go find those spots, fix them so that all of this fence can be hot. Again, I was originally going to put in switches. And I just don't have those here yet. So, yeah. The grass is looking lush. I will measure it here. I'll go on a walk in about an hour before milking and measure the farm and the fields I just fertilized. And then we'll go again on Tuesday probably. Just keep a little bit, like an average of 3 times in 2 weeks. Because the grass is going to grow that much right now. Now is the time for grass growth. Now is the time to be grazing it off and getting it regrown. I'm a little bit concerned. The bottom of this section here is a little wet. There are other places that I won't be grazing the cows no matter what the grasshopper measure tells me, because it'll just be too wet. So I think I'm going to probably take 4 half days to graze this out, and then we'll start them on the field, the big one, if that seems to make sense. Now it may make sense to reverse graze, so start at the far end and graze this long narrow field with the cows just to get it eaten off, because by the time I get the heifers there, it'll be too far gone, and it'll set back the regrowth. The heifers I'm going to leave on silage probably for another week. I want to get some of this fencing done. They can then graze into where they've been in the orchard, and then I'll get them run down into whatever field I haven't grazed the cows in. They'll do fine in this lower big wet field if I can get it fenced off. They'll do fine down there because they're light. You know, they're not full size. They're not full grown heavy cows, so they should be able to graze it off and not make too much of a mess. And it should plenty of feed there. It should last them a while. I'll know that once I measure it. So yeah, there's definitely some management decisions this time of year, balancing where we're going. And this year I'm really going to work hard to split the 3 groups, the calves, the heifers, and the cows. Maximize grass usage and just hope we don't have a drought. Hope that the heaviest of the rains is behind us for now, and we can just have normal summer rain the rest of the summer. That would be super sweet, but I think that's a lot to ask for. But it is a gorgeous day today. I'll take it. I'm waiting for these red maples to leaf out. The big up there, the big not silver maple, big syrup maple, the sugar maple, is already leafed out. And the poplars are leafing out. Some of the oaks are starting to open. So we're gonna have some nice dappled light in the forest here soon. It looks for now like the temperatures are gonna be somewhat normal. Not too hot, not too cold yet. And then, so I also wanna try and map out and kind of time. I know I'm trying to target the best growing grass and grazing it appropriately for its state of growth. I also have to be a little cognizant of using the summer shade of the forest for on those hot days to make sure I have somewhere to send the cows down there when it's hot, because I think I'm just clipping a fence wire on here. That is going to be the strategy for making sure we have forage and the cows don't get overheated if this gets to be a really, really hot summer. All right, I gotta go get the fence tester and start measuring lines and find out how hot I can get this fence. Just down here at Farnsworth to grab some grass measuring, and good thing I don't drive across this because the road is completely washed out. I guess 3 inches of rain will do that. First cookout, or cocktails in the bistro of the season. Sunday morning, Allison is milking the cows. I am configuring fences so they can be hot, which means I need all the bits. These jumpers are good for bridging gaps and connecting the permanent wire to the temporary wire. But apparently I disconnected all of this fence in here over the winter to try and get the voltage up for the heifers. So, shit. Yeah, significant damage. I got a break there. I disconnected this. Guess I need more tools than I thought. Let's see, where is hot? And I also have some shorts here, so okay. Gonna have to go get some more tools, I think. Got my fence tester and a wrench. I thought that would be enough. All right, that's 5,000 volts there. And that is 5,700 volts. Okay. We have a stray voltage going on. All right, so there's that. I think if I can get this fence hot up here. Yeah, that's cold. All right, so this side of the fence is dead, so I've got to bring it over from there. So it means I'm going to have to shut that fence off. And I should be able to get the lane heated up on this side, and that will energize that side, and that will energize the safety line. Now, all right, I gotta go up there and connect that. So I'm gonna have to go get some tools. This I thought would be simple, but it's not. And I'm also gonna have to shut off the fence. I really needed to rework a lot of this fence. Things need tightened, I should bring a fence tightener too. Oh, I got a wrench. I could do it with the wrench. So I got to crank tight on all these tighteners to try and pull the fence in. The ground gets soft and loosens them. All right, I guess I'm going to be busier than I thought. Now these ratchets work great for tightening up the fence line because, as I said, as the posts move, as you pull them together, as the frost settles and heaves and thaws, the posts move. So you want to be able to tighten up your fence lines. This is high tensile fencing. So you tighten them and it creates a physical barrier, but really it's the electricity that makes it a mental barrier, and the cows don't even really come close to it unless they're thrashing around. Calves will bounce through it because they don't know what it is. So I've cranked up on the majority of the tighteners for the section of the fence that I'm energizing today. I've since learned, this is the way I've always done it. This is the way I was taught to do it. This is the way for years it was shown what to do. And I bought the more expensive tighteners with the insulator, so I save a step and an extra insulator. However, these have gotten really expensive, and I've come to learn the new way is to actually put the tighteners in the middle of the span so that it's pulling the wires evenly from both directions, and the fences are actually staying tighter. Now, in big long strands of fencing, big long runs rather, you put a spring so that if a tree falls on the line or something, deer bounces into it or something, it has some give. My lengths, for the most part, aren't long enough, so I haven't done that. And so, yeah, I run the risk of breaking the wires or whatever, but I've also saved the cost of the springs, which are not cheap. I think they're 15 bucks each now. You need 5 per every run. Cows are about to go out on grass. They know what's up. They've seen me go up and down the hill with the appropriate tools. They're not idiots. They can smell the grass growing. They believe this is the day.
I guess I'll go down there.
Well, why don't you station yourself in front of that gate so they don't try and go that way and film them coming out of the barn?
Oh, but I wanted to see them.
Well, you'll soon be able to follow them down the hill and watch them frolic.
Right.
It would be better that than have them go through that gate and there be chaos. Am I correct? I'm correct, right? What do you think, Lots? You know what's up? Get you girls out of your prison. All right, I gotta undo a chain. Come on, Joy, darlings. Come on, darling. Joy's coming out. We put her in with the herd for the first time today. She's not looking great. She has she's burnt off a lot of condition being sick. But grass should be a tonic. say a few words?
Welcome to Cows Out 2026. I am Allison, the intrepid cheesemaker and dairy maid, here to bestow the honor of grazing queen, whose Lana is here. Lana, I give to you this crown of dandelions. May you enjoy eating them. Will you stay so long so I can put them on you? Hey, sweet girl. There we go. There we go, beautiful girl.
Well, that's a win. Nobody's through the fence. Nobody's gotten hurt. Everybody out calmly grazing. Well, except for Trixie and Mabel. We're still gambling around, checking it all out. So that is the start of the grazing season now. It's going to be half days for a week or so. We'll see where they move to next. I got to wait and take a grass measure in a couple other fields. By rights, they should be headed back down through the forest that way, but I want to reserve that grazing for as long as possible. So I may jump the middle section and send them all the way down to the end and graze out that little bit before they go in the big field, or they'll go in the big field next. Alright, cows are out behaving themselves on grass, which is awesome. I've got the barn clean. I've got the pack rebedded, although I did it with waste silage because I didn't have any chips or shavings or anything. Just give them a good, nice bed. We need Joy to settle back in with the herd because I've also cleaned the handling system pen, because really Joy is about 7 days out from giving birth. So we need that clean and ready to have her give birth in there. Wind is delightful. It's just a nice solid breeze. It's warm. I think the ground is drying out nicely. And the cows are just absolutely going to town on that patch down there. All right, I gotta get something to drink. It's hot out today. Allison's just brought the cows up, and we realized I left the time-lapse camera down here going. See if it is still recording or if the battery's dead. And I'm just here to look at what the cows grazed over. We put them here for half a day. I gave them a lot of space because it's their first time on grass for the season. We put Joy back in. It was just a busy day. And I'm seeing that they've left a lot here. So I'm not going to give them any more space tomorrow. They're just going to eat this off. I need them to come in here and graze this down better, closer, tighter. There's still a lot of forage here for them to eat tomorrow. So that's good. That was kind of what I was counting on. So they're going to come. Now the problem with this field is that they have to go in come in the same way they go out. And so to graze them this next section, they'll still be on the old section. There's not really an easy way to put a back fence, and I don't really want to. So, because they're only going to be in here for 4 days max. Here's Bramble maybe in labor and not in a good spot in the barn where it's very wet. Let's see if I can get her in the pen.
Hi, Bramble. How you doing, Nora? Come on, Bramble. Let's go. Come on. Bramble, let's go. Bramble, darling. Come on, sweetie. We gotta get you somewhere better. Come on. Look out! Get out of the way! Come on, Bramble! Ah, get out of the way! Let's go. Come on. Get out of the way! Luna, get out of the way!
Hello, baby. Good girl, Bramby.
Hello, little moo. Come on all the way out and meet the world.
So this was an Angus then?
I don't know. I'm assuming so.
Hi, baby.
Oh, good job, Bramble. Doing great, Bram. One last big push and he's out.
Maybe it's a she.
It's out. He's ready to get up and get going.
Yeah, I think it's a bull and an Angus.
I heard a soft moo while I was in there. I got worried she had it.
Yeah. Well, that soft moo that I just heard. Hi.
Was her.
Was her? Yeah. rest of the way.
Oh, little Mo. Come on all the way out and meet the world. Good job, Bramble.
Yay!
I'll go get her bucket of electrolyte.
Yep.
What a good girl.
No churning. Good girl. Yeah. Can we see what you have? Can I get some of this hay off your face? Oh my God, you're huge. How did you have that big baby in you?
All right, Monday morning, 17th of May. It's been hectic today. Now, yesterday was a day of firsts. First hot day of the year. Got up to 78. First day we put Joy back in with the herd after being sick all of last week. First day we put the cows out on grass. So all that happening. Plus Libby came into heat yesterday. Plus the SmaXtec bolus system gave us all kinds of alerts because of all the extra activity from the cows being out on grass. Plus because they were so busy chasing around after the tastiest morsels. Their rumination was down, their activity was up. Libby has been chasing and riding everybody. And then lo and behold, Bramble goes this morning. We just happened to catch it on camera. Started to give birth out in the barn on the floor where it's wet. Managed to get her, and she's had this beautiful Angus cross heifer calf. Thank you, Bramble. You're such a sweetie. She's such a good mama. So they're staying in here. Cows have gone back out to grass because they didn't eat. Fortunately, it's what I expected. They didn't wipe out what I'd given them yesterday. So they're on there until tonight, and then they'll be back in the barn overnight. Now, they didn't appear to eat much of the silage I put out for them last night. They filled up on grass yesterday, so we're going to have low milk volume for a while as they go through this transition phase to grass from silage. Some were eating silage. They need to eat that because it's roughage and it keeps the manure from shooting right through them. So yeah, all that happened this morning. Plus, Joy's temperature shot way up last night. Dangerously high fever. So we addressed that with some medicine, but we called the vet today. He's on vacation, so we're waiting for a response from the alternate vet. The porta potty got delivered in the wrong location this morning while we were milking, so I'm gonna have to move that today. I gotta feed the calves. I gotta take that last baleage. Well, this bale of the old bad silage I opened up was pure funk, pure mold. So that's gonna be compost. The better bale that I opened had some mold in it. And so I'm going to take the better part of that and give it to the heifers because they'll be fine. They can pick through it. And I'll have to go around. Now I'm out of bales in an easy to reach spot, so I'll have to go get a better bale later with a tractor probably. I got to run the feed store and get some supplies. Now we have another new calf. I'm going to go ahead and clean the pen where the pigs were later today. Get everything cleaned up. Get a room for this new calf. She's going to stay with her mom for now. Probably for a couple days, I think. Just till things. Allison's got busy filling orders. It's a cheese make day and the cream separating day for butter. So she was getting up super early, which also probably saved the calf's life. Because if it had been born where Bramble had laid down to start calving it, it would have been in that water in the barn. This is the problem with this time of year. Between the water from the trough overflowing at times and the cows urinating, the front part of the barn fills up with water overnight. I'll squeegee it around dry again later today. But in the current configuration, there's always water on the floor of the barn when the cows are spending a large amount of time here. So it looks like a mess. It sounds like a mess, but it really isn't. It's a couple inches of water. I'll squeegee it out. It'll be fine. But That's just a cracking little Angus heifer. She's bright, she's alert. Angus crosses just get off the ground. She was up and nursing within 20 minutes of being born. So I gotta go feed the front heifers. I think one of them is in heat, so I gotta spend some time observing them because they don't have boluses or tail pain or anything on. So I'm gonna go take care of them and switch over to be able to clean the pen, but then I gotta go to the feed store. Come on, baby. What a baby. Good girl, Bramble. Want to go for a back teat? Go for a back teat. There you go. Lots of baby juice. Come on, little one. You can do it. Tiny titty. Good girl. Jet. Just down here checking on Bramble and Jet. They're doing good, although it's hot. We should be picking up on what's going on here. Got a couple of cows charging up the lane. What's going on, Luna? It is hot. Supposed to hit over 80 today with an index of 90. So I don't blame them if the cows decide to come up and rest. I'm just down here, well, yeah, checking on Bramble and Jet. They're doing good. We should be picking up the tarp that goes over this, sailcloth. And then I'm gonna grab up a couple grabs of this rejected silage that's too coarse for the dairy cows. I'm gonna take it and feed it to the heifers. And then I've got to find a way to get in and get one of those bales. After I clean the slab down, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this moldy, funky piece of crap. And then get another silage bale. So clean this all down so they got a fresh start, so they can just be eating better quality silage when they're not grazing on grass. All right, something's not right with Dory. She's the one that Luna chased up the hill. Dory's just standing there with her tongue out, panting, and her neck stretched out. She seems pretty not right. Hang on, let me go see what's going on with her. You all right, Dory? What's going on, Dodor? Good girl. Hey, easy does it, sweetheart. Cow will never let you know she's injured or sick. That's part of being a predatory animal. Now here comes Astrid up. What's going on, Astrid? They got plenty of water right down there. I see Trixie drinking at the trough. It's just that it's so damn hot, they're done with the day. Now this is a dramatic change. I mean, yesterday was 78. First hot day, first day over 62 the entire year. And then today, it's baking hot. And not a little humid. And so, is it that? Have I already got the mix wrong of grazing in the wrong spot at the wrong time? Now, I didn't give them a lot of grass this morning. I wanted them to clean up what they had. But, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get this right this year. Anyway, let's just hope everybody can stay cool. And I'm hoping that I can use SmaXtec information to inform how the cows are performing and doing, and making sure they're not getting heat stroke or heat stress, because that also really upsets and sets them back in more ways than one. Exposed in the forest, other than a few pockets of shade cast by some of the small shrubs that are leafed out, the trees really haven't leafed out yet. I mean, the only tree that's leafed out is a sugar maple. The red maples haven't come out, and the oaks are way far behind. The popples are starting to leaf out a little bit in the birches, but there's not much shade down there. It's way too hot, way too early. That's the bottom line.